Hi, everyone. It's Madams. Today, I am going to be doing surveys and treasure maps for beginners. It's pretty simple, sometimes can be frustrating, and I'll tell you different ways to find out how to do them. I'm in Shadowfin at the moment. This is, let me get this thing going here. We have a survey. I have a survey here. I have, as you can see, this is my inventory. And what I've done is once in a while, I will pull up my surveys and my treasure maps, and I will go start looking for all of them. Some of them I know where they're at because I've done them for a little while, but with the memory I have, I usually have to look them up. Um, they the surveys we'll start with first. They are the most valuable to a crafter. You get quite a few items for the specific crafting that you're doing. This one is a blacksmithing crafting, so there will be ore there for you to craft. And depending on what level tune you're using, the ore that you obtain will be different. Since this is my crafter that has done just about everything, almost everything, working on a couple of achievements to get to the top of it, um, you can see that it's very, very helpful because of the materials that you'll get from surveys. So hold on just a moment. I will be right back. Are you streaming? Sorry about that, guys. Real life, things happen. Anyway, um, where was I? Talking about surveys, how valuable they are to crafters. You get, if you're looking for materials and you need them, especially when you're lower level, before you've gotten a ton of them in your ESO crafting bag, um, surveys are essential because you can go and pick up a ton of materials. I, at this point, have a lot of materials, but I still do this because there are things that will come through, like with the rune stones, you could get some pretty rare ones, and I don't have a lot of some of the rare ones. So, anyway, that's why I like to do them. And if you're beginning and you're needing items, it is a great way to get materials. Rather than going around and farming and picking up a little bit here and a little bit there, this is where you can get a bulk of them. You obtain surveys from writs that you do. Now, if you go back to one of my first videos, which was Crafting 101, that explains the beginning part of crafting. I did one for clothing, and it was just the basics. And I want to go back and do more detail because I didn't go through the whole thing. But you can see that the materials that are needed you will get from doing crafting writs. The treasure maps we'll get to. That's one thing that some people just think's a real nuisance. Others, if they like to do um, puzzles or um, I'll show you one here so that you know what we're talking about, or trying to figure out things. You have it is. Here's a treasure map. Here's a Bleak Rock treasure map. What you have is a picture, and there's an X down here that shows where the little dirt mound is that you have to dig up. And if you don't know this area, it's quite a chore to try and figure out where treasure maps are. And some people do not like to put the time in. They will give them away, they will destroy them, put them in their guild bank to give away. Um, they're not worth much, really, although you can get some pretty good items. And anything you pick up in ESO, as far as I'm concerned, if you can sell it for gold, it's worth something. Even drinks, when I'm out, alchemy drinks, when I'm out in a delve or a dungeon or wherever, and we're picking up stuff as we go along, I'll pick up everything. In fact, you'll notice I accidentally pick up void steel, which is worth nothing. But the only reason I do that is because I'm not paying attention and I'm running fast. And I want to collect as much stuff as I possibly can, because being a crafter, you need a lot of items and stuff that I don't use, like drinks and things like that, or weapons that are too low level, or I can either deconstruct them or sell them for gold. Anything that's worth gold is good for me, because that's how you one another way that you get gold in the game. Crafting writs are a good way to get gold. I can average now with just one tune doing it. Each tune, I have about three or four that I will do writs with once in a while when I really want to get enough gold. I get about, and on average, I think it's about 5,000 per tune per day. So it can go up pretty fast. Um, that you can also get gold. Now that we're on the subject of gold, the new antiquities line is another way of getting some really good gold. And that's kind of fun to do if you haven't gotten into it. I've got a couple videos on that as well, for people that are just starting out. I'm not your best gamer in ESO by any means. And sometimes I will not know everything. I'll put that out there, but I enjoy the game. And I think when I'm explaining it, I'm almost like a newbie, even though I've done it for about 4 years. But it is, I would try to make it as simple as possible. If for some reason you have questions, you can definitely watch me on chat and put questions in. Or I also have a YouTube channel where all of my videos go, where you can put comments in under the videos, and I definitely check them every day or two and will answer back with questions having to do with surveys and that sort of thing. I'll tell you certain things I will put as we go through this. I will put links to things that I mention, because there are maps and add-ons and that sort of thing that I will explain as we go. Anyway, so this is a map of a treasure map, the picture of a treasure map, and some people don't deal with them, but for me, when I have nothing else to do, I enjoy the quiet. I don't have to think too much, and it's kind of relaxing to go looking for treasure maps and surveys, and it's productive as far as I'm concerned. Some people, it's not their thing. So anyway, we'll go from here. We are in Shadowfen at the moment, and as you can see, my first survey, my blacksmithing survey, is in Shadowfen. And if you pull this up, this is pretty good. This X down here, this is why these are a little bit easier to find. There is an X down here on the map of Shadowfen showing, and this symbol here shows that it's blacksmithing, and this here shows it's blacksmithing, and that it's down here in the lower right hand corner of Shadowfen. And what you can do, there's a couple of ways to do this, but what you can do is just pull up your in-game map, which is M on your keyboard. By the way, I am PC. I'm not, as you can tell, I'm not console. This is all PC. Down here, this little blue arrow here is me. I've traveled here so that I'm at a way shrine in the lower part of Shadowfen, closest to where this particular survey is down here somewhere. So this is the map. You can zoom in with your mouse wheel and move it around by clicking with your left mouse button, so you can really get some detail. Now, if I go back to my inventory with the letter I on the keyboard, I double click on that and it's down here. Now, when you're doing it with just the map, it takes a little more skill and a little more time to find it, because what you're doing is looking for landmarks on the map itself, and they're accurate. This is what's amazing. If you figure out, okay, the center of the X is right here, and you start looking at landmarks on a map, like, okay, this is water running down here, and there is this little bit right here, and see how this comes to a point here and it's straight down. I usually go down like this. I'll look across and look up and find a cross point where that will be. This was before other things you can do, but I'll bring that up in a minute. So we go back to the map and look at this river. Let's go back to the survey. You gave me a board with this, but I go back and forth. Okay, so we're looking at, this looks like this might be the end, because remember we saw a boat and all of that kind of stuff. Let's look a little closer. Pull up the map. Okay, one more time. I'm just going to pick a spot here and see if it's close. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and come down. It's over there. Okay, map. I'm going to come up here and go down and across. It's probably right about there, maybe. So on your, when you have your map up, see what it says down below, F set location, set destination. You just hit the letter, click your cursor, your pointer on the map, then hit F and it will mark it for you. And then you can head towards that mark on your directional bar. Now I have to apologize. On my Twitch overlay, I created it, and I'm working on getting a new one, by the way, because my Twitch overlay covers up my directional bar. Not a good thing. When I'm trying to explain to you how we get somewhere and the directional bar is covered up, it's not good. So if you look at my layout, which I'm looking on my other screen here, it says Madam Mix in the center, right? Well, there is a directional bar that is right underneath it, and half of it, it goes from about here on the layout to about here, and the Madam Mix part of it covers up the center of the directional bar. Now, if you look, you can see this little blue mark, right? Get over here, right there on my screen. That's the location that I put where I believe that the survey is. So if you turn around, let's turn her around. Put your weapons away, Misty. You put your directional bar so that you are heading that direction. Put it in the middle of your directional bar. See, as you turn, see it's going from one side to the other. And you can't see it, but I now have it right under. Let's see, wait a minute, where'd it go? Oh, maybe. Okay, when I have it centered, it's under my name, which is so helpful to you. I really apologize. Anyway, so I'm going to start going towards that particular mark. Now, a lot of times I like to run because, as you know, I'm a crafter, and crafters like lots of shiny things, and we pick up stuff as we go along. But if we want to get there fast and you're going through enemy territory, it's a good thing to take your mount. In this case, I have my lion on me, and we will just go over all sorts of things and try to get there and avoid too much conflict. Although if you want to pick up stuff and kill stuff, man, go for it, because this is a fun way to... Oh, look at that. Bad guys. This is a fun way to pick up some experience points. Oh, good. Okay, here we go. Now, we know it's on the other side of the water, so I'm going to jump in the water. We're going to swim. And we say toodles, goodbye to all you bad guys. And we're going to head over here. Now, I don't think we can get up there, but I'm going to go down here where it is, looks like you can go up. Or would it be over here? Let's go down this way first. So you can go exploring with me and see how we do this. You get real time from me as far as how we do it and what we do. And, you know, it takes a while to get to certain places. And I apologize if you're one of those people that, oh, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm sorry, that's not me. We take our time and do the game and have a good time. Now, this is a survey that I don't think I have ever done before. Can you get up there? That's a good question. Can you get up there? And if you're out there with the answer to that, let me know. Put it in chat. Let me know what you're doing wrong, what I am doing wrong. Now, here we go. Let's get rid of this guy here. He might be in the way. And I I do not see. Let's go around the corner, and if this, we're going to go the other direction. I have a feeling that maybe we should have gone. I should have gone the other direction. You're just along for the ride. Well, there is a. This is what we're looking for, but a whole bunch of them. There would be 6 of these together with, and you'll see the number of ore that you get. Let's just go up here and just see if there's any possibility that it's up this way. No, I don't think so. We can't jump up there. Okay, we're going to go the other direction. And if this is not working to look it out, I'm going to tell you another way to do it, which a couple of different ways to find out where it is exactly. But this is the way I started out, was trying to find them this way. And if you like a puzzle and you like to go through the adventure of trying to find something, this is the way to do it. There's another crafting. This is pure water, I believe. Yeah, this is pure water. Another for alchemy, something you need for alchemy. And let's get going. I want to go down here where this palm tree is. And if I don't find it right away, we will try something else. See, now I have it marked up there, but I don't see anywhere to go to get up there. And that might not be the location, because I was a little off and a little quick to put it out there by looking at just the map. I can pull it up very quickly on another way of doing this, and I'll show you that. Well, this is interesting. Is this a delve? Nope, this is, you can't open something up like that. Sunscale Enclave, and it won't allow you to open it. It is part of a quest. You have to find, if you wanted to get in there, you have to be on a quest that takes you there. And it's maybe part of a story quest here in Shadowfen. Or it could be one of the side quests. We just don't know. You can look up, if you went and Googled it, you could probably put in, I usually start my Google searches with ESO, so it narrows it down. But put in ESO Sunscale Enclave, and you'll find something, a website, a YouTube, anything that will show you what it is, explain it to you. Okay, we got some bad guys here. We're going to go up here. And 9 times out of 10, there's... Oh, guess what I found? There it is. There's somebody over there already. A lot of times there are bad guys in the way. In fact, let's take out this guy here. Well, there's somebody else over there doing it right now. And I'll show you how we figure this out. Ah, I gotta eat. By the way, food in this game is very important. It brings up your skill, not your skill levels, but your health and stamina and magicka. Right now I'm using Bewitched Sugar Skulls because it increases my maximum health, maximum stamina and magicka, and health recovery for 2 hours. So this food, I eat it and it's on there for 2 hours, and it really helps. There are also crown fortifying meals that if you do the daily rewards, you can get. I haven't purchased crown fortifying meals in the crown store since they've started the dailies. So this is another good one. And there's a witch's something or other, I can't remember which one it is, pot roast, I believe, that is the exact same thing as a crown. Same thing as the crown fortifying meal. Okay, anyway, look what we have found. You see this? And there are always 6 nodes, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one says it's rich rubidite ore. And go to it. And you get 20. You saw I got 3 in that node we did down the river. Here you get 20. So with 1 node. So you're getting what, 140, something like that here, and that's huge when you're crafting. Oh, see, somebody else showed up. She's doing it too. You can't see hers. You're the only one that can see your survey. And the only way you can get it is to have that survey map on your person. If you do not have it in your inventory, you can't see it. Something else that will happen is that you may have two of one survey, like this jewelry crafting. See, I have two of them. Well, if you hang around for a few minutes, go out of the area, come back, don't have to go very far, but go out and come back, it will regenerate and then you can do it. So carry both of them with you. Treasure maps, you can't carry two. You can only carry one, and it'll tell you that if you get a duplicate of a treasure map, you can't put it in your inventory to carry with in your bag. You have to leave it in the bag. Okay, that is my chicken. Isn't she cute? See now, these are people doing their surveys. They're coming here and picking up their stuff. Now let's see if we have anything else here in Shadowfen while we're here. Okay, there's a clothing survey in Shadowfen. And it is up here. This one, the map is not quite so messed up. I might be able to find this one a little bit easier. Let's pull up the map. Go up here. This is where it is in this area, because if you see the water here, let's go back to the clothing survey. See, this was my first thing that I looked at. I knew that this was water. You get used to the maps a bit. And sometimes you go back and forth between the two to actually figure out where it is. So we'll use this as a point of reference. And here, down here, let's see if we can do this. Okay, go back up here where this is. This is our point of reference here. And was it here? Was it that one? Let's put it right here. Chances are it's in this area. So we're going to go to this way shrine, and for the sake of time, I will just put out the 146 gold to go there. Otherwise, I would have to run all the way back here, grab this way shrine, and go up here. The other way to do that is go to your guild, look up people in your guild. Oh, see if where somebody is, if anybody's in Shadowfen or someplace else. You want to bounce without putting out the gold. Bounce to somebody else and then go to the way shrine if you have it in Shadowfen. And if you don't have the way shrines in Shadowfen that you need, then travel to that area and get it. That's one of the first things when you at least when I get into a new part of the map, I will definitely go to, like if they add a DLC or something, go there and run just to get the way shrines. Take the main roads and ride around until you find as many way shrines as possible, because it helps tremendously when you're doing just about anything. Even if you just go looking for sky shards, at least you can get around the area, the territory, whatever you want to call it, by going from way shrine to way shrine. Okay, here we are. We are at this way shrine here that we pointed out. And as you can see on the bar, my little blue triangle, diamond, not triangle, diamond or box, whatever you want to call it, is over there. And so that's kind of behind us across the water. So I could jump, but that's not as interesting sometimes as going through this stuff and finding a crocodile or two. Oh yeah. And fighting things that you pick up. Sometimes, well, I'm not getting anything on these guys, but sometimes like you're looking for something to do with leather, and it comes on, you can look it up on Google it, find out where's the best location or what drops it, and go looking for it and find those particular crocodiles or elits or whatever. Let's see if we can get it to show to you. Because I know in the beginning I was lost. Oh, see, for some reason I'm not getting anything. Okay, I have this marked as being across the water over here. Let's see how well I did. Oh, look at that. As we come, this is a clothing survey, and there it is. That was pretty cool. I'm kind of proud of myself. So there are 6 spots of lush ancestor silk. There's 4 spots, and then you have a furrier's trap. So furrier's trap, hide scraps. This is raw material for clothing, and it says here that 10 of these items can be refined into 7 to 10 rubidite leather. So we were talking about leather and the alligator possibly getting something off. Well, it's rubidite, rubido hide scraps that when you collect that many and you work with it on the crafting table, you can turn it into 10 actual leather. And it's used to create medium armor of 150 to 160 CP. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, it's for higher level armor, not beginning armor or training armor, where you do it like at level 4, level 20, whatever. So we're going to pick this up. These are the Ancestor Silk, 20 of them, which here it says these are used to create light armor of the CP 150 to 160. So 160 is your maximum on crafting uh, armor items. 160 is as high as you can go. And once you make your 160 and you put a lot of time into figuring it out if you're going to craft it, um, a lot of times you look at that as being the armor you're going to use for most everything. And you'll find out that there's a way of using it for PvE and PvP, which is PvE is player versus everything, and PvP is player versus player, where you get into Cyrodiil and you're, you know. Anyway, this guy's brought crocodile with him. I didn't help him at all, did I? Usually, when somebody gets in a situation like that, I don't care what level they are, I'll jump in and work with them on a fight. Okay, and his pet is his banker. See the little kitty banker? They're so cute. They're so cute. When they brought those up, I have them in my in wherever my houses are. I have a few houses, and I have the kitty cat banker and merchant sitting on the bed. They're so cute. I'll show you sometime. Torch bug. While we're here, I'm going to take the torch bug because insect parts come up, and it's river bait for fishing. So in a lot of little things, if you see things like that it's bait for fishing, get it, because there are achievements in fishing. There's lots of things in this game. Okay, let's see. We did that one. Let me see if I can find something else here in Shadowfen. Maybe a treasure map. Let's see if I have a treasure map. As you notice, surveys are done. Excuse me. Just a second. Surveys are alphabetized by the crafting genre. The craft type of crafting it is. Like this is blacksmithing. Clothier survey. Here's a treasure map. It's done alphabetized by location, by territory. So we'll go down here, see if we have anything under the S's for Shadowfen. I do not, but I've carried with me some of these special maps that I got for getting the Greymore thing. This is Cold Harbor treasure maps, Covenant treasure maps. I don't know if this is Covenant or not. Stormhaven, no, it's not. So I'm not. And the reason I kept them in the container is so that it doesn't take up extra space in my inventory. If I had opened this up and just hit R, suddenly I've taken up 2, 4, 6 spots in my inventory. Plus, if I had one of these, it wouldn't allow me to take it anyway because it would be a duplicate. And with treasure maps, you can't have duplicates in your inventory. So I decided to keep them in the coffer that it comes with. Comes in. Let's see. Cold Harbor Covenant. I have some more. Yeah, Dominion. Oh. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Ah. Don't mean to do that. Okay, Dominion. This must be. Nope. try and see if I have an, the. Oh, maybe I opened it up. Ebonheart. Oh, packed. Here we go. They have it under packed. Packed treasure maps. The Rift of Shadowfen. Look at that. We're going to take one. I'm taking one map out of here by hitting the E. We're going to take out the Shadowfen and keep everything else in the coffer. Go back to my inventory, and since I just got it, it's appearing at the top of the list with an icon that the item is new. After this, it'll drop down alphabetical. But Shadowfen CE treasure map, collector's edition. If you ever see a CE treasure map, you got it from like if you purchase, like we purchased Greymore as the new additional Western Skyrim part of the game. Part of a collector's edition, if you bought it, was a bunch of treasure maps, and that's why it has CE on it, and that designates it as a collector's edition treasure map. Um, there are ways to find these things, and it gets confusing when you go to look for treasure map number 1, number 2, number 3, and they've got a CE 1, 2, and 3. If you Google it, there are certain maps, and I'm going to put it on my YouTube. I'll put the links to the maps that I use on YouTube, so that you can take a look at it. You look at the map, and they have everything plotted out on these maps, and you just have to search for that particular treasure map. And be careful if you're looking for a CE that it does say E. A few times I have gone looking for, say, Shadowfen treasure map number 1, didn't really pay attention to the CE part of it, and it's not that treasure map. You can't find what you're looking for, and then you realize, oh, it's a collector's edition one. I have to go look, you know, for a different treasure map, and it will say CE on the map. The other way, quick way of finding treasure maps and surveys are with add-ons. I do not use very many add-ons. I know a lot of people that use them, and that's fine. I just don't want to clutter up my computer or my game with a lot of add-ons. I know people with a ton of add-ons, and that's their thing. It's not mine. I fortunately, I have a second monitor. I can pull up a Google map, which is, to me, is just as good, and very accurate as to where they are. But if you had a special map, I don't know, they call them pin maps. They're small, and if you have certain add-ons, things like books, sky shards, treasure map locations, survey locations, depending on what type you have, it will show you on the page of the game itself where they're located, so you're looking around. But I've never used one. That's all I can tell you. I will put a link to where add-ons can be obtained, on my YouTube video as well. I'll put that in the description. Um, and they're very, very helpful. I do have a couple of add-ons. I send mail out to all of our guild members at one time. I'll be telling them about events that are coming up or whatever, or we're going to have a special event, or watch out for this or that. I will. It's very helpful to send out mail to everyone, because otherwise you couldn't do it. You have, and they don't give you much room in the message of the day portion of the uh, guild section, to put a lot of info down. So sending mail directly to the players is a lot better way to communicate. The other way to communicate is on Discord, which is huge. I'll put a link to our Discord page too, so you can take a look at it, and you can contact me, messaging me directly there as well. Um, Discord is where, yes, you talk to other members on Discord, and I'll do something with that someday, with a little more explanation. But you really get to make a lot of friends on Discord. You start running with people regularly, and you find a group of people that you click with, and it's a lot of fun. Some people don't want that talking; they want their anonymity in the game. But you can get on and just listen, and it really, really helps if you're doing a dungeon together, or running with a group and you don't know where they're going. If you can listen to what they're saying as to what to do, trials, it's mandatory that you be on Discord for trials, because there are things you have to do. Certain people, you have to listen to the directions as to what the explanation of what needs to be done by who. So that's just a bit on Discord. And I will put a link to our Discord page so that you can kind of see what it's like. And we post fun stuff. We post music videos. We post all kinds of things. Um, we are, as you can probably tell by my age, we are a little bit older guild, and we have a lot in common. We have people of all ages, but it's an interesting group, and we're all over the world. So it really opens up a lot for people. So anyway, okay, let's go on to this treasure map. I probably talk way too much, and you just have to tell me that sometimes. I have no clue where this is in Shadowfen, so I'm going to use a Google map to find it, because treasure maps, you I could run for days trying to find this one. This looks like any typical spot in Shadowfen. Oh, excuse me. Because of the architecture, this might be a way shrine, but I don't know for sure. But here's the X, and that's what we have to find. And it's at the base of a tree, and this thing is off in the distance. And sometimes, even if you know the location of a treasure map, it can be tricky to find because it's just this little brown dirt pile. And a lot of times you don't see it. You just kind of happenstance over it accidentally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my what am I doing? Oh, to my browser. And I'm going to go to my online map that I've Googled and I keep in my favorites. And I will definitely put these links out for you on YouTube. And by the way, my YouTube is Madam's, it's with an apostrophe S. It's capital MADAM apostrophe S space mix, MIX. And should have that somewhere on my Twitch page. I don't know for sure. I have to double check it. I'm fairly new to this, so, you know, bear with me. So I'm looking at my map of Shadowfen that I have on Google. And you have to look, and we're looking for the, hold on here, let me pull it up in inventory again. Shadowfen. I want to find out what it actually says. It probably just says Shadowfen CE treasure map. Yeah, Shadowfen CE treasure map. There's no number. It's not like CE3 or something. It's just Shadowfen CE treasure map. So this may take a couple minutes. Talk amongst yourselves because you have to search. There are other websites too. In fact, let me do it this way. I can go into Google, put in ESO, Shadowfen CE treasure map. And I may get a map that pinpoints it specifically. And I do. Oh, this is cool. This is where Google is a wonderful thing. When you're trying to find out where bosses are in dungeons, of course, the add ons do that too, but I don't like to clutter it up. Oh, wow. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm like practically. Oh, no. We're close. We're close. I thought that I looked at the little blue thing. Am I standing on top of it? That's how dumb I can be. Okay, we're going to find the map here. And in Google, it shows me that it's right about there. Click and hit the F, and it moves your marker from over here to over here. And look how close that is. This is perfect. So we're going to run over there and take a look. See if we can find this treasure map. And what we're looking for is a little dirt mound. And under that dirt mound will be a treasure chest. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, it's got to be up there. Oh, that's cool. How do we get up there? Let me go here. See, I get distracted by shiny things. Oh, look. See, okay. See up there? There's part of it. See that whatever that is up there? Let's pull this up. This thing, now that's kind of like up on top of the hill, so maybe it is down here where we are. Although I'll bet it's one of those trees up there. Or we have to go back further. Oh, this is interesting. Even though I have this location actually mapped, which it's probably right where it's at, I'm trying to show you how you can find these places. Now, there's another structure in this. Besides that, there's another structure. Let's find it here. This piece here. So we've got this tree, we've got this, and this looks like it's downhill from there. Let's go see how we get up there and see if we can figure this out, because maybe it's on the other side. Let's see. Is this a way to go? Ah, yes, this looks like a way to go up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. And thank goodness these are friendly things that we're running through here. Okay. Go over that touch bug. Oh, see, we're also getting closer to my marker on the map. Oh, there's that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, oh, look, there's the other piece. There's the other piece, I bet. I bet, I bet. Okay, let's go down here and look. Aha! Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's look at the map. We've got that, and this tree right here, this tree right there. And I see it. There it is. See this little dirt mound? Right here. That's it. Dig it up. Hidden treasure. And I've got 117 gold. That off the top is pretty good. And you've got pretty good items here as far as being able to decon these. You could get materials out of them, or you could sell them. Let's take all of them and then go into our inventory, and you can see how much they're worth in gold, because they're all up here. This is everything that was in the treasure. And 50, 48, 50, 60, 60. Those are items you can sell or decon. If you deconstruct them at a crafting table, you can get materials out of them. Like, let's see, what have we got here? Fiery. There's these are not. Okay, you will get. I was going to look and see if any of them had a trait on them. Like on the left over there, my axe has an infused trait, and there are materials that are required to make that infused trait. If there was an infused trait on one of these items and you decon it, there's a chance that you could get the item required for making infused or nernhoned. That's another whole story. I will get into that with more advanced crafting. Nernhoned is on my dagger, and that is it increases the damage of the weapon by 15%. And finding the Nirncrux, the potent Nirncrux and the fortified Nirncrux is a specialty. They're pretty expensive to find them for crafting. Anyway, so I hope this has been helpful as far as learning how to do sky shards and not sky shards, I'm sorry, survey maps and treasure maps. I will put this on my YouTube this afternoon, and there will be links to the maps, to the where you can get the add-ons, and a few other things. Oh, Minion. That's the other thing I was going to tell you about. Minion. Minion is something you'll find on the add-on apps. It's a program you can add on to your computer that will manage your add-ons and make it easier to put them where they need to go. I don't do it that way because, well, that's me. I'd rather manually put them into the files of the game myself. I'm a bit of a techie, I guess. Been doing this for a long time. I'm not the best, but I enjoy it. Anyway, I just wanted to do this. If there's anything, I do a lot of stuff that I think would be helpful to somebody that's just getting started in the game. I have one video, it's on YouTube and in Twitch, where it's map completion for beginners, which is also something that I ran through. Where am I? Let me show you here. When you pull up the map, this whole thing, I explain what all of these items are, and those are helpful in when you're first starting the game. So, if you have any questions, I'll put my Discord page up. You can direct message me through Discord, and we'll do that. Anyway, any questions, please ask. That's what we love to do in the game, is to help people, because so many people join this game and they give up because they have no idea what's going on, or it's just so complicated. There's way too much to it. And that's why I'm still learning, and I've been doing it almost 4 years. And I don't have a PvP player. I don't have anything in particular that I am specifically doing, because I love to do it all. And I'm out there doing just about anything. So I'll talk to you guys later. And please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see ya. Toodles. Bye bye.